what is the niche that you identified? Are you still in that niche or have you pivoted?
We are still in that niche.
Which
is what we call utility lifestyle. And so it's so there are India sells roughly around 18 to 20 million two-wheelers, right? Not only electric, I'm talking about
Combustion,
the entire
everything,
combustion. Yeah. 20 million, which is largely controlled by around 8 companies. There are multiple segments, etc. There are 4 Indian companies, 3 Japanese companies, and an Italian company that controls all of this. Each of them has one top of the mind recall for the brand, and each of them have their strong products. So the niche that we identified for ourselves is utility lifestyle. There are a few macroeconomic trends that we saw back in 2020, which we thought that will help us build this. Number one, there is a new trend of educated entrepreneurs coming into the fold, because we are not producing enough jobs as a nation. Number one. Number two, these vocational training and vocational education is getting more prominent compared to an engineering education. It is also lucrative to start a small business compared to starting a entry-level job, whether it's an engineer or anyone else. It's actually lucrative to start. Like, for example, a carpenter or a plumber today can comfortably make, say, 1,500 rupees a day. That translates to around 45,000 rupees in a month. Whereas the entry-level jobs are still starting at around 10 to 15,000 rupees. And if you are a little more skilled, like a home baker or an artisan, or even start a grocery store, all of these are lucrative businesses. And India has more than 70 cities with a million population, where starting a business is extremely lucrative. So all of this points to the educated entrepreneurs, or the rise of new age hustlers, as we speak, who do multiple things, and they all build a career out of it, right? So that is the trend that we identified. And for all of them, what is important in their two-wheelers utility? They carry a lot of things on the vehicle. Okay, and just because I carry things on my vehicle, why do they have to compromise their persona and style quotient? They're all fashionable young folks. And that is how we married utility and lifestyle to create a new segment. And Indie is exactly there. It's 50% utility and 50% lifestyle. It's a very stylish product. It's quirky in its own ways. But it's also the most utilitarian scooter being sold in the country today.
Why electric?
We don't market it as electric to start with. But the barrier to entry to start an IC engine business is phenomenally high. There are companies out there who have perfected the IC engine technology and now hybrid technologies for more than 3 decades. For us to go and start something there and make the technology better is close to impossible. For a new company to do that is close to impossible. And that is also the transition, the energy transition or the technology transition is also the window of opportunity available for a young company like us to establish a new brand. Otherwise, what is our relevance?
Aravind, I love your honesty, because nobody will say this. Everybody says, oh, I'm an EV evangelist and EV is the future and the world has to go to EV and all that. But I love the fact that you're being honest about the fact that Bajaj, TVS, Honda, they've been doing it for decades doing an engine. And what people don't realize today is doing an engine to meet the fuel efficiency demands with the emission regulations and what our 100cc, 125cc engines do is unbelievable.
It's extremely difficult. And to beat them in that game, not happening.